Popeye's ghost wants to play with Bay.
I think you just saw someone.
You know, he's coming when the fog rolls in. Because 15 years ago, the little boy they call Popeye drowned. Let's see if Popeye...
I'm going to the place.
What are you doing driving down here? There's nothing down here apart from an abandoned old house.
Yeah, that's Popeye's house.
Now that is an eyesore.
It's going to get you.
What are you?
It's Popeye. He's back.
So, this movie starts with an animated story. There's a woman who's in a lot of pain while giving birth. In the end, the doctor has no choice but to do a surgery. When the baby is born, everyone is shocked. The baby was deformed. His hands were much bigger than a normal person's hands. Seeing this, his mom and dad were really worried. But then they decided they would raise him just like any other normal child. A few years later, When the kid grew up and went to play with other kids like him, they all started making fun of his big, bulky hands. There was only one girl in their group who looked out for him and told the others not to bully him. But seeing her being so soft and kind, the other kids started bullying her too. Watching all this, the lonely kid got really angry. He grabbed the boy who was bullying him, threw him down, and started choking him. His hands were already way bigger than a normal person's. Because of that, his big hands were really strong. He squeezed that kid's neck so hard that both the kid's eyes popped right out, and ever since, they started calling him Popeyes. When his mom and dad found out Popeyes did this, they locked him in the basement. There, through another door, he met a friend. Who this friend was and where she came from, Popeyes didn't know, but they started talking to each other through letters, and their friendship kept growing stronger. Anyway, it turned out that Popeyes had a kid. The news about the killing had spread all over town. The townspeople were really angry and decided to burn Popeyes' house to the ground. Because of the fire, Popeyes' mom and dad died right there. Popeyes asked his friend from the basement what he should do now. His friend told him to save his life and run away from there, saying she'd stay safe. Listening to her, Popeyes left the house, but as soon as people saw him, they started chasing him. Popeyes ran all the way to a lake, and when the people got there, the townspeople saw that Popeyes had drowned in the river. Because he was too heavy, he couldn't swim and just kept sinking. Everyone here thought Popeyes was dead, and no one even tried to pull his body out. After that, everyone left. Now, the whole story jumps straight ahead, 15 years, and the real scene starts. Here, we see 3 guys who came near Popeyes' house to shoot a hunting video. As they start filming, Uber tells them that Popeyes, even 15 years after he died, a lot of people have claimed they saw Popeye alive around here. He's been spotted not just once, but multiple times, and it's believed that he always appears in the fog and disappears back into it. While filming this, the cameraman suddenly stopped recording because he saw in the video that someone had stood behind them, staring at the 3 of them. He got really scared, but his 2 friends didn't believe him. Then the guy said, "Let's all go inside Popeye's house and record the entire place." They said they'd tell her story while doing it. The camera woman refused to go inside because she was really scared. Respecting her wishes, the 2 went in. They told her to call them if anything seemed off outside. Once inside, they turned the camera on and started talking between themselves. Outside, the camera woman was standing by. When she started hearing creepy noises nearby, she immediately began recording. Among those sounds, you could clearly hear footsteps. Basically, this place was haunted. Suddenly, he attacks the girl from behind, but she doesn't get seriously hurt. she falls down, injured, and when she sees Popeyes with her own eyes, she freezes up. Then Popeyes puts his foot on her head and crushes it, killing her brutally. After that, Popeyes goes inside the house where they were both alone. Popeye is the first to attack the girl there and covers her mouth. He grabs her and slashes her face, killing the girl. Blood splatters onto his friend's face too. Seeing his friend die right in front of him, the boy runs away, with Popeye chasing after him. As the boy tries to escape by climbing up, Popeye catches him. Just before Popeye can kill him, the boy swings a hammer at him in a desperate attempt to injure him. But it doesn't affect Popeye at all. Then Popeye grabs him, presses his head down, gouges out his eyes, and kills him. It says so. From the basement gate of this same house, a note was found that read, "Welcome back," meaning it was from Popeyes. That girl's friend who lived behind this basement door, she was still alive to this day. The scene cuts to a girl named Tara, who was super excited because Popeyes' house was now in her mom's name. Earlier, the house was under their history teacher's name, but somehow, very suddenly, the teacher passed away, and now the whole house belonged to Tara's mom. Tara's dad tells her that she needs to sell the house immediately. You should do it before something bad happens to you too. She nods in agreement, and here Tara tells her mom and dad that she's going on a trip. But actually, she wasn't going on any trip. She was just going to Pops's house, whose keys she had because the whole house was in her mom's name. She was taking her entire group along. Anyway, all the friends started asking Tara where they were going. Then Tara told them they were going to Pops's house. Hearing this, everyone was a bit surprised because they all knew him pretty well. We already knew that Popeye's house had burned down to ashes years ago. Then Tara started explaining that a while back, someone had rebuilt the house. She assured us that we wouldn't face any trouble staying there. They had already moved on with their journey. As they were passing through the forest path, suddenly someone jumped right in front of their vehicle. It turned out to be an old man who started asking them where they were headed. Tara said they were going to Popeye's house. Hearing this, the man got scared and warned them, saying, "Don't go there. Go. If you all go there, your deaths will be really painful because Popeyes is still alive. He's not dead. He comes through the fog, shows what he can do, and then disappears back into the fog." These people had heard his warning, but it didn't affect them at all, and they just ignored it and continued on their journey. Anyway, they had now reached Popeyes' house. As soon as they got there, they heard a girl screaming. The scream was so awful that it scared them. When they got closer, they saw it was one of their own. There was a group member who got super excited seeing the hot water tub. Everyone else relaxed a bit seeing her like that. But then they noticed that no one's phone was getting any signal. Tara told them it's okay, the signals will come back in a little while because this area is like that. None of them had any idea there was actually danger nearby. The danger was right by the lake, Popeyes. After some time, Tara found out that there would be fog in the area for the next week, and traveling through this fog would be really tough. It could have been dangerous. So, Tara's boyfriend told her to relax and said, "No worries, we'll just chill here for a week." Then the scene shifted, and we saw the same old man who they had met on the way, warning them over and over again not to go to Popeye's house. He was sitting by the lake, fishing, when suddenly he heard someone behind him. When he turned around, Popeye was already there, and suddenly grabbed him by the neck, squeezing hard in a very painful way. He takes it. In the next scene we see Tara's mom at home. A friend of hers has come to visit. Her son had also gone on the trip with Tara. But here they have some really scary news. Popeyes has come back. His photo was even in the newspaper and they all found out about it. Their kids hadn't gone anywhere else. They were at Popeyes' house. So all of their lives were in danger. Now, they all decide to save their lives. Meanwhile, a girl named Beanie has a friend who comes over with a bottle of wine. They were just talking to each other when suddenly this terrifying woman showed up at their door window. Seeing her, they were completely scared out of their wits. They opened the door and without asking for permission, the woman barged into their house. she started telling them that Popeyes has come back and he's going to take revenge on all of them. None of them really understood what kind of revenge she was talking about. They all wanted to ask her about it, but before they could, the woman left, and Tara ran after her. Tara, when he tried to stop her, the girl told him that Popeye was only after him. Saying this, she walked away. Here, it shows that Tara's mom was constantly trying to get in touch with Tara, trying to warn her that they were all about to get into serious trouble. But Tara didn't respond to any of her calls. Meanwhile, we see Tara with Delon, her boyfriend, who had just given her some great news. She'd been accepted into the university. He was about to leave for another city. He was trying to force Tara to come with him, but she refused. She couldn't leave her mom and dad and go somewhere else. In the next scene, we see Donna's boyfriend, Nick, having a great time with Sam. Here, Sam confesses to him, telling him she likes him, but Nick replies that he doesn't love her. He's in love with Donna. Finding out that Nick was just wasting time with her, Sam got really angry and decided to tell Donna everything. He even messaged her right away. But because there was no signal, the message never reached Donna. Just as he was sitting after sending the message, Popeye suddenly appeared behind him, grabbed him, dragged him into the water, and strangled him to death. Right there, the same creepy girl showed up. The one who had fearlessly entered the house before and met Tara. From their conversation, we get a weird twist involving the basement. The girl who was Popeye's childhood friend was actually Popeye's real sister, because just like Popeye, she used to do all kinds of weird stuff when she was a kid. That's why her mom and dad used to lock her up in the basement, and they still haven't changed their minds about her. Popeye's sister said to Popeye, "We're going to take out everyone one by one." And Popeye nodded in agreement. The next morning, everyone was asking about Sam, whom Popeye had killed the night before. So Nick lied about Sam, saying she had actually left from here in the evening. The truth is, Nick didn't want any of them to have contact with Sam because he wanted to keep everything about him and Sam completely secret. He even lied, saying that Sam had left just yesterday. I saw her leaving. In the next scene, we see a girl. One of her group members showed up. He wanted to propose to her, but she told him she wasn't interested. So, the guy, feeling down, walked off to the lakeside. When he went down to the lake, he found Popeye's boat there and got inside it. At first, he didn't see anything, but then we saw the dead body of the guy Popeye's had killed. Feeling drained, he sat by the lake to rest. And right then, Popeye's pulled out his anchor and attacked him. He was screaming in pain when Popeye's came up from behind, wrapped a rope around his neck, choked him, and killed him. Tonight, all of them are out there having fun again. Donna was busy taking pictures of everyone when suddenly her phone got a signal, and she received a message from Sam saying that Nick was cheating on her. Hearing this, she was completely shattered and decided to leave. Nick realized something was bothering her, so he followed her to try and make things right. But Donna didn't want to listen to him at all. Nick tried to explain that he loved only her and wanted to marry her, but she walked away without hearing him out. Angry, Nick punched the wall. He started attacking. Just then, his attention got diverted by a can. Actually, it was a spinach can. He picked it up and was totally confused about how it ended up there. While he was busy figuring that out, Popeye suddenly attacked him from behind. Nick wasn't any less either. He fought hard against Popeye, but Popeye's big hands were way stronger. Popeye crushed all his efforts and slammed his face into a piece of wood, taking him down for good. Now Donna was left in tears, looking at Nick. She realized she shouldn't have been so angry at Nick. So when she came back to apologize, she found Nick's dead body in a terrible state. Seeing that, her knees went weak. Suddenly, a terrifying face appeared at the window. It was the creepy lady, the sister of Popeye, who shocked her completely. She knew she should run away, but she just stood there. She stayed frozen until Popeye came right up to her, ready to attack. As she ran away from there, she started screaming loudly in the forest, and her friends were startled by the terrifying scream. Tara and her group decided to look for Donna. Inside the forest, it was shown that Donna was out of breath. She was so scared that while running, she got caught in a trap. Meanwhile, Tara was with Delon and another friend, all three searching for Donna. While looking, Tara found a picture from their old class. It had her mom and Delon's mom in it too, since both used to teach at the same school. After watching the video, they all realized that everything was connected. They were just discussing this when they suddenly heard their friend Donna screaming loudly again. They saw Popeye had tied Donna up in a net and was cutting her in half with a thresher machine. They were all shocked to see this with their own eyes. The third girl, Kathy, got really scared. In fact, when they tried to run away, Kathy fell down. Before Popeyes could reach him, a car pulled up with Tara's mom and dad and Delon's mom inside, all there to save their kids. The moment Popeye saw them, he flew into a rage. He immediately grabbed Delon's mom, wrapped a noose around her neck, and brutally beat her. Seeing this, Tara's mom and dad were heartbroken and ran to tell Delon that his mom was gone and they all needed to get out of there quickly. "We have to get out of here, or else Popeye's gonna kill them too." Kathy, who was right behind them, quickly tries to jump into their car and escape. But just then, Popeye shows up, and with his huge hands, he lifts the whole car and flips it over. Meanwhile, petrol starts leaking from the engine. Popeye sets it on fire, burning the car and Kathy alive, killing her in a really painful way. At this moment, we see Tara's mom, and Dalen. They were in the room. Tara asks them what's really going on. That's when Tara's mom reveals the whole story. It all started 15 years ago when Popeye used to live in the same town with the kids. He looked different from everyone else. Because of that, all the other kids bullied him, and Tara was the only one who always stood by him. So, that little kid we saw in the opening scene, the one who used to hang out with Popeye while the other kids bullied him, that was actually Tara. But the other kids were really mean to him. One day, when those kids started teasing Tara, Popeye felt so bad that he ended up killing one of them. As soon as the townspeople found out, they stormed his house and killed his mom and dad. But Popeye managed to escape. Now he's back to take revenge for his parents and his shattered honor. He's going to go after all the kids who caused him so much trouble. Tara's mom says that Popeye's mom and dad were killed. After he left, the whole house was taken over as inheritance. Basically, the society decided the house would stay with one of its members, following alphabetical order. But whoever got the house ended up dying shortly after. And that's exactly what happened to them because the house was in their name. That's why they were planning to sell the house quickly. And she also wanted Tara to stay away from the house so she'd be safe. Just then, they were talking when Popeye's sister showed up outside again. As soon as she arrived, she attacked Tara's dad and killed him. She had a knife in her hand with which she had stabbed Tara's dad, and now she broke down the door and came inside. Standing in front of Tara, she said that Popeye only likes you and that he will kill everyone else. Saying this, she stabbed Tara's mom with the knife. Tara's mom got injured. Seeing this, Tara got angry and sprayed kerosene fuel lying nearby on her. The girl started screaming, and these people took the opportunity to... They ran away from there. The angry woman chased after them and even caught Tara, grabbing her by the neck and pinning her down. Just before she could step on Tara and hurt her, Delon set the place on fire from behind. The kerosene fuel had already been poured on her. The fire quickly blazed up, and the girl died. By the time Popeyes got there, his sister was already dead. Seeing this, he went crazy with grief and anger. Standing in front of him at that moment was Tara's mom. He thought she was the one who did this to his sister, so he grabbed her from behind. Leah was strangled to death by her mom, and when Tara saw all this, she completely broke down. Popeyes had now started attacking Delon too. Just before Popeyes could kill Delon, Tara got smart. She climbed onto one of his machines and used it to climb onto Popeyes. Popeyes was killed right there, and both of them survived. Out of so many people, only these two were left alive. By now, morning had come. They were planning to leave town, but before they could, Popeye showed up again and grabbed Tara, Leah, and with just showing this, the story ends here. If you want to see more painful and intense movie explanation videos like this, don't forget to type NEXT in the comments below. Thanks for watching!